Well, we got everybody on board. A lot of meetings took place, having the fire commissioners, the fire chiefs, the county commissioners, homeowners, builders, developers in on all these meetings. And as people would talk about this, I think everybody started to realize this just makes sense. A lot of Bannock County is at high risk to wildland fire. And as we were doing that and actually spending, national fire dollars and that sort of thing, we would get people to do this. But while we were accomplishing one homeowner and one home, three homes get built, and we were actually losing ground. So it's getting worse, even though we're trying. So we thought there's a lot of other codes in our society: the building code, the plumbing code, on and on and on. Why not adopt the National Wildland Fire Code? It's actually there to help people and do the right thing and do the responsible thing. So the fire district supported the fire commissioners, the county commissioners, and we got them passed. And the homeowners, the builders, the developers, everybody's been positive about that. No one has really got upset.
We have a pre-fire plan for the Johnny Creek area. We had one of our engine companies come through. They did a test on all the hydrants to see what the water flows were. Took a survey of the width of the streets, and they have that all out in the map. We've actually cut Johnny Creek up into zones. And because of the prevailing winds that come through Pocatello, the zones sort of follow in with those wind directions, that if it happens in one zone, we have to evacuate this many people. If it happens in another zone, we evacuate a different area, because the wind is definitely going to be a driving factor if there's a fire in here. Because of that, we feel pretty confident that if we get on it quick, if a fire should happen and we get on it quick, we can get it put out. But as with anything dealing with fire, Mother Nature has a way of fooling you, and it could get away from us even with all the preparation we're doing. As you can see, the area is just thick with junipers. To try and do a Firewise community where they talk about defensible space is pretty difficult, because your 35-foot minimum defensible space might be in somebody else's living room. So we have to take a different approach to do that. And with the help of BLM and the Forest Service, we've managed to come through here and cut areas out. So if the fire comes through, it has a place to burn past the trees and not stay in those trees for any length of time. And that type of system seems to be working. So it's just a matter of getting all these drainages in this area to go through that. And it's not a project that you can do in a year or 2 years. We've been working on this since 2004, and it's a never-ending project. Pretty much everybody that's in this community here is aware of the risks. When there's a heavy fire season around us, that awareness has stepped up quite a bit. I think the biggest thing when you're trying to start a Firewise community is don't do it by yourself. Get your BLM, the Forest Service, the county, all the different fire departments. Even if you're a city department or rural and you're concentrating in one area, get all those people together, because when you start networking with other agencies, the cooperation starts, and you'd be surprised how much can happen. The reason this is going to be going on and sustainable for years to come is because the BLM, the Forest Service, all the agencies are a part of this. Everybody has a part of ownership in it, including the homeowners, and that's the only way you can really do it and sustain it.
I think the thing we've learned that what's going on here in Johnny Creek and elsewhere in the Pocatello area is a process that is going to take however many years it's going to take to get everything done that needs to be done. And then of course there's a continuing element. You have to keep working it to keep it defensible. And so we'll do what we need to do with our share, and we'll continue to try to talk to our neighbors to encourage them to participate in the program as well. Certainly the people from the fire department and Bannock County and other institutions, as well as Three Rivers, are working with the community to make them more aware of what's going on and what needs to be done and what the program is going to entail. And of course, like a lot of ecological situations that are fouled up, we didn't get this way over a period of 1 or 2 years. It's taken probably, well, I don't know when the last major fire was through here, but it's probably decades ago. So it's going to take a few years to get through the program. There's a lot of community support for it. A lot of elected officials are in favor of the program. So I think it will continue to progress, and as long as, especially as long as there's federal money available to help homeowners pay for the costs of it, then I think it'll continue to be a good thing, and it'll just keep working. The new ordinance that the city is proposing is that no new subdivisions will be accepted into the city of Pocatello, will be annexed into the city of Pocatello unless they have been through this defensible space fire fuel reduction process, and that's going to be something that the developers are going to have to deal with, just like they have to deal with putting in sewers and streets and curbs.
And the neighbors look over and see how much better it looks, and now they're signing up for the program and recognizing that just if you don't have neighbors that are also working with the program, then it's just not going to be near as effective. We've all got to have the defensible space around our house because we truly live in a firebomb just kind of waiting to happen here with all these old junipers. So I'm doing my part and I feel so much better about it.